what are the uses for private money financing? Now, when might you get a private money or hard money loan? Have you ever come across the term hard money loan? It might sound a little bit intimidating. However, private money loans, also more commonly known as hard money loans, I think sometimes, are specifically tailored loans for financing real estate transactions in unique situations. So why the term hard money? It's because these loans are not difficult to obtain or difficult to repay, which I think is kind of a misconception out there. It's rather because it involves cold, hard cash loans, aka these aren't banks, these aren't conventional loans, these are private investors that are lending you cash. Now, when might you get a private money or hard money loan? It's typically when you have a property or a borrower or both that doesn't quite fit the conventional lending criteria. For instance, consider the case of a young woman I was able to help recently. Now, this young lady, she was referred to me by a real estate agent, and she had recently inherited a property that was in disrepair, and she was also going through a very tumultuous divorce situation and custody battle. So juggling all these challenges, she lacked the time and resources to really address, or the knowledge really even in this situation, to really address what this property needed. So I was able to help her alleviate the burden and facilitate a private money loan, providing her with funds to renovate the property. The agent who referred it to me listed it, got peak value for the situation and for the neighborhood, and she did really well on this transaction and actually was able to buy a condo to help her and her daughter move into, is how that one ended up. So there is a very happy hard money story. Now, I'm Garrick Wordmuller, President and CEO of Fresh Home Loan Inc., independent mortgage brokers that work for the people, and we do private money lending all over the great state of California. Whether you have a fix and flip project, some deferred maintenance, or you just need some quick cash to buy another investment property or go on vacations, you can schedule an appointment with me to discuss your situation. Now, a question I get asked all the time is, what are the uses for private money financing? And that's a great question. One thing we see a lot is a lot of fix and flip investor type transactions where they get something that's got maybe a distressed property where they're able to take some hard money cash that we could lend on the property and then use that to a quick turnaround, cover some acquisition and renovation expenses as well as holding costs, and then they're able to turn it around for a quick sale and make a profit is the end game on that type of fix and flip financing. We also see a lot of rehab loans or rehabilitation on properties that need significant repairs or upgrades, and it can address structural issues as well as updating, modernizing. Private money can provide a lot of capital for necessary improvements on projects like that. You can actually use private money for additions as well. Private money can finance expansions, allowing investors to increase the value and appeal of a real estate asset. Construction, if you're not wanting to go through the process of a construction loan, oftentimes you can use private money as a construction loan to get you some quick capital to build something and then turn around and sell it or turn it into a conventional loan. Do a rate term refinance into conventional is a very common practice with private money financing. Something very popular right now is bridge loans. Bridge financing right now helps a borrower use an equity in the property they currently own to purchase a new property, to acquire a new property. And how that works is we can even cross-collateralize a loan from the property you own to the property you're purchasing. And there's usually an exit strategy there, like they'll have a 6-month term for you to obtain more traditional financing once you've purchased the new property to pay off the loan covering both properties. So once again, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing this video with someone who can use this information, maybe a real estate agent perhaps a client you're working with if you are a real estate agent, maybe a relative who might or an investor friend who might need some private money information. I'm Garrick Wordmuller, President and CEO of Fresh Home Loan Inc., independent mortgage brokers that work for the people.